Croatia's first ever FIFA World Cup was one to remember. It may even be one of the best ever debuts in the tournament's history. They arrived at France 1998 as unsuspecting dark horses and left as national heroes. As the players walked out against Jamaica in their country's first ever World Cup game, emotions were high. No longer part of Yugoslavia, Croatia had gained their independence and were now on the world stage with their own flag and identity. This passionate national pride was to be a key motivational driving force behind their success. The emotions poured out when Mario Stanic scored Croatia's first ever World Cup goal. There were to be more displays of joy on the pitch and in the stands as the Vatreni impressively dispatched their opponents. This third goal was scored by one Davor Suker.
When it comes to players, the first one that definitely comes to mind is obviously Davor Suker. He was one of the stars not only in Croatia but the whole tournament. Miroslav Blazevic brought the whole team together and knew the boys inside and out and did really a great job and was known as the manager of all managers in Croatia.
A win in their next game against Japan would send them through to the round of 16. This talented Croatia side had made it to the knockout stages, which was an amazing feat in itself. However, they weren't done there.
Low in towards Suker, little dummy now. Oh, penalty! Penalty! To Croatia, Asanovic is the player who was impeded. And the referee from Argentina did not hesitate. And Suker still does it for Croatia. They lead 1-0.
Having defeated Romania, they now faced a huge test in a quarter-final against European champions Germany. A game in which the Croatian underdogs would really come into their own.
The match against Germany is one I think always remember. That Robert Jarni goal was just fantastic.
Good effort, it's there! Croatia have scored, it's Jarni!
To beat them 3-0 like that, when you beat Germany, such a big team in football, you think we are definitely winning this whole thing.
An astounding victory, one that Suker later described as the most perfect moment in Croatian football history. The whole world was now paying attention as the Vatreni moved into the semi-finals. It was time to face the hosts, France.
Davor Suker scored the first goal in the middle of France, and we were celebrating, thinking that we are definitely going through.
For a moment, it looked as though the fairy tale was about to continue. However, with the home crowd spurring France on, it wasn't to be. Though they hadn't made it all the way, Croatia's plucky performance had been inspired, firmly putting their country on the footballing map. They solidified their new status in the third-place playoff, claiming bronze against the Netherlands.
On the overlap. He's the only Croatian inside the Dutch half as he receives the ball. He doesn't like his right foot, but he's done well to offload. This is Prosinecki!
That bronze medal at the '98 World Cup is something that we still talk about and love to remember, and big thing for us, and it just put football on the pedestal when it comes to Croatia.
Davor Suker's winning goal was his 6th of the tournament, earning him the Golden Boot and providing another feat in this successful campaign. Croatia's triumphant summer of '98 was many things. While thrilling to watch, it was also an important step towards affirming their country's national identity. Most of all, it was a perfect example of the magic that can often be woven by the FIFA World Cup. The class of '98 would go on to inspire the next generation of Croatians, who 20 years later would go one step further by reaching the final.